Yo, what's going on, fam? Today we're reacting to a video of President Trump saying he might get impeached if he loses the midterms. This is one of those moments where politics accidentally tells on itself, and the main character realizes he's about to get replaced. Let's get to the video.
So together we had 12 months of unprecedented success in 2025, and now we're going to make history and break records with the epic midterm victory that we're going to pull off. It just doesn't seem to happen for people to win the presidency. It's an amazing phenomenon. You know, you win the presidency, and we sure as hell are having a successful presidency, I will say that. But even if it's a successful presidency, there's been nothing like what we're doing. We had a very good day 2 days ago, too. But even if it's successful, they don't win. I don't know what it is. There's something psychological, like you vote against. You can win by a lot. We won every swing state. We won the popular vote by millions. We won everything. But they say that when you win the presidency, you lose the midterm.
Oh, man. Now, we know this is bad. Whenever Trump starts talking about losing anything, you already know we're about to enter the multiverse. Because hell is definitely freezing over somewhere. Especially after he spent the last week pounding his chest over Venezuela, saying he wants all the smoke with almost every country that has a resident named Jose or Maria. I mean, we know better, right? This president, he does not lose. I mean, he may get cheated, even sabotaged. Oh, and certainly sometimes wrongly accused.
I'm a very innocent man.
If you want to hear a scary story, there's this urban legend, and it's been going around, that says he may even be a convicted felon. So when 47 says if I lose the midterms, I might get impeached, man, that ain't fear. That's foreshadowing. That's like, when the villain says, if I go down, everybody's coming down with me.
If I go down, we all go down. Do you understand?
Shit. Not me, my good man. However, let's slow it down and dig in for a second. Impeachment is not supposed to be a campaign talking point. It's not a raffle prize. It's not a post-game interview question. Man, in reality, it's not even smart for fake news. But Trump is framing democracy like a hostage situation. Vote for me or else. Kind of reminds me of Diddy running around those streets screaming, vote or die.
Apparently you haven't heard of my vote or die campaign.
I mean, that's not politics. That's emotional leverage with a dose of fear factor. And if history has taught us anything, when leaders start warning you about consequences before votes are even cast, it's usually not about accountability. It's about control. And it's certainly, and I mean certainly, not a good thing. Okay. Let me get back to the clip.
You got to win the midterms, because if we don't win the midterms, it's just going to be, they'll find a reason to impeach me. I'll get impeached. We don't impeach them. You know why? Because they're meaner than we are. We should have impeached Joe Biden for 100 different things. They are mean and smart. But fortunately for you, they have horrible policy.
Now, Trump wants us to believe impeachment would be political revenge. But let's be honest. 47 has survived more scandals than a reality TV reunion episode.
How do you live with yourself? How do you? You are one sick.
So if impeachment comes back on the table, maybe it's not about losing power. Maybe it's about what happens when the spotlight actually stays on. And he does not want to hear that Apprentice tagline.
You're fired.
The president's not telling supporters to vote for policy. He's telling them to vote to protect him. That's a big, big difference. That's huge. That's no longer we the people. That's me, the defendant. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't remember impeachment being mentioned in the job description. Unless we're talking about Billy Clinton. If you stop everything you're doing right now and you listen very closely, you can still hear him whispering,
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
and let's keep it real. Trump talking about impeachment is like the kid in the class saying, if I fail this test, you know what? The teacher hates me. Nah, fam. You just didn't study because you was up all night trolling on social media. Or shall we say, Truth Social. But here's where it gets serious. When leaders frame elections as personal survival missions, they stop serving the country and they start serving the scoreboard. Democracy becomes a shield. Power becomes immunity, and accountability turns into an enemy of progress. Yeah, that's dangerous. That's very dangerous territory. Not just for 47, but for anybody watching and taking notes. You know what? Let's end it right here. Whether you love Trump, hate Trump, but you just came here for the memes. One thing is abundantly clear. If losing an election automatically equals persecution, then winning was never about leadership in the first place. It was about staying untouchable and flexing on the world on the largest stage. All right, family. If you value context over chaos, analysis over outrage, and consciousness over clicks, subscribe, hit that bell, and share this video. Until next time, stay conscious, stay critical, and don't let fear campaign for you. Peace.